Hello everyone, Sesre here with Piamet on the line.
Hello.
We're going to be doing some more story stuff today. We're moving on further into Heaven's Ward. Joining us is, of course, Miro. Just waiting for my stream to start so I can mute it instantly because it doesn't let me do that. There we go. Alright, so as you can see, here we are. We are currently in the hinterlands where we left off. No, not the hinterlands, the forelands. We're standing up on top of a statue. Joining us is, of course, Miro. It is April, so we have a new outfit for you. Miro, at the request of Piamet, has donned the songbird outfit because Piamet felt Miro should look pretty this month. I don't know why. Perhaps she's rude. Miro's not entirely certain that she likes it, but on the bright side, she does have these big, bright claws. So there's that. I imagine I could probably get better weapons than these for now, but for the stuff I'm doing, it doesn't really matter until much later, so we'll focus on that later. Anyway, if you recall last week, we made it to the Forelands here, where we met up with some bug people, the Vath. The people of Tailfeather were saying that the Vath were worse than dragons because they band together and have a hive mind, and they're assholes. So, Estinian and Isail are at each other's throats, Isail being Iceheart, for those of you that don't know her. Now we're following in her footsteps to find the dragons at Annex Shrine, which is that tower right there. But unfortunately we can't head straight to it, we gotta head all the way south and around first to this past this large green cloud spouting thing. Alright, Miro, it's Whisper Go time. That said, we are also going to be searching for some aether currents that are nearby, if possible. We're at 191 yalms to the south. Stop lying, I don't have 6 viewers yet. I only have 1 viewer. There we go. Yusuf Juba, thank you very much for the host. I really appreciate it. Get these Logton here's the rams. There it is. And once we collect all these aether currents, we'll be able to fly in the area. Windcheek, thank you very much for the host. There we go. Got that one. So where's our next one? It is southeast. We're heading that direction kinda anyway. Let's get squirm. Hello, silly. Damn it, do you have my chat open?
No.
You should open my chat. Hello, silly. So I created a few new commands for my stream. The first is YouTube, so people can call up my exact link to my YouTube. The second is a Twitter one, in case they don't want to scroll down, they can type it in, or they're on mobile and have issues. That might make it easier for them. Ah, shit. Northwest. Oh wow, so you really traveled far, didn't you? Oh, she's over here, okay. Alright. 4 hours to the northwest. Okay, we're gonna talk to Alphino, but first we're gonna share screens. There we go. You ready? Let me know if you can see that.
Yes, I can see it now.
Excellent. The Nath are fast becoming a nuisance. They seem to plague our every step. To see the enemy of mine enemy is also mine enemy. No, silly Piamet's not in the chat.
Not yet. 'Tis as I feared. The road ahead is teeming with Nath soldiers.
Master Shop did not exaggerate then. These beastmen have grown brazen indeed if they threaten the dragon so openly. Do they intend to insult the lair itself?
I pray they do not. Mighty though my Travanian friends are, they are yet vulnerable to the Nath's muskets. There is no route save the one before us. Hold on. I opened your chat or stream and I could hear myself. Should the beastmen offer battle, we have no choice but to accept.
Alright, off we go then. Alright, gonna stop the share screen for now. Until the next one. Alright. Up our Fist of Fire. I have 2 elixir fields. Got there. Look at the chat hammer.
No.
So? My Grenado. Casting Grenado on me. You all like my new command?
No.
I like it. Okay, silly. Have fun. 82 Yelms to the north? Oh, I see it.
That's all you wanted me in the chat for?
Well, so you can chat with people too, but that was one reason, yes.
I see.
Alright, what do we got over here? I do you the honor of making a custom command based off you, and that's all you can say. So man. Maybe I can help out this guy while I'm here. Running along to Annex Shrine. Anyway, but yeah, I also wanted you in there so you could talk to people. Should people hop in? Alright. Okay, sharing screens with Pac-Man. There we go. Talk to Alpha Node. The scale of this structure is nothing short of astounding, but that is only to be expected, I suppose, given the size of its occupants. It's pretty big. A greater dragon approaches. And is sail.
I take no pleasure in killing the Nath. 'Twas to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. No, it cannot be helped. We may proceed into the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance on your back, Dragoon.
On my word to the Warrior of Light, I shall start no fight. Only finish it.
You truly are beyond salvation. Come then.
Vidofnir!
It's voiced.
Ah, 'tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a nath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight. Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?
Have care, dragon, or I shall gouge out one of yours.
You forget yourself, sir. We are here on a mission of peace.
My sire's will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Hraesvelgar in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here, and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
The Nath have summoned a primal.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Izel's request?
Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed? 'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
It would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
Alright, what should we get here? I'm guessing we'll get Lancer stuff. I'm actually leveling Lancer, so why not, right? Alright, we're gonna talk to Alpha Note here. Once more, a primal rears its head, and once more the task of slaying it falls to you. Would that I, too, possess the echo. By the Fury, must we now defeat a primal that we might treat with a worm? I do begin to see how you gained your reputation for surmounting the insurmountable. Here's a new quest. Gifts for the outcasts. Isel seems occupied with the thoughts of Nath and their primal.
So the Nath have summoned their god, and thus is the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest.
Are you not glad, Lady Iceheart? I thought you would applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own ends. After all, you did.
I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further mine own ends. Desired her strength only to forge anew the peace between man and dragon. But what a fool I am to speak of peace to you, a bloodthirsty savage who murders without thought or compunction.
Enough! Enough, I say! If the Nath have truly brought forth their deity from the Aether, we must face it together or watch our hopes fall apart. All now rests upon this primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting it, we must first study its origins. What is the nature of this god? What manner of faith sustains its existence?
My apologies. You're right, of course. Let us return to Tailfeather and consult with Marschamp. He knows more of the Nath and their culture than most.
Alright, so we got our goal here. I'm gonna stop screen sharing here so there's less lag on the stream. I'll turn it back on when we need it. I'm gonna go hit this Ethernet here while we can. This Aetherite. Napoleon Silverblood. We did it! Okay, I'm gonna go grab the Chocobo Porter for this area as well. It's just outside here. So this is Annex Shrine. It is the home of the dragons within the Dravanian Forelands. There's a little baby dragon there. Dragon just kind of laying there resting. And here's our summoning stone. Avalonian Fallen. On closer inspection, the stone appears to be a large horn. Perhaps if you were to blow into one of the holes, it would summon a chocobo. Though it might be prudent to leave a rental fee just in case. See why that would be prudent, but there you go. Alright, we're going to teleport back to Tailfeather. I believe that's where we're going to guess. Okay. There. Now when we need to get back to Annex Shrine, we can get there quickly. Alright, Marschamp. Let me share screens again just in case. There we go. Can you see that? Alright. Oh, back already, are we? Met the Nath, did you? And what is it you'd like to... Summoned a primal, you say? 7 hells. Well, I don't know bugger all about Nath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trading habits, there never seemed to be much point in asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time, we barter with a small hive to the north and west of here. Outcasts from the main tribe, from what we understand. I reckon they'd be willing to tell you a bit about themselves if you give them the right incentives. That sounds promising. And what exactly would a Nath consider to be the right incentives? Oh, nothing your average hunter couldn't scrounge up in a day or two. But seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourselves. You want a good-sized jar of land-trapped nectar, a basket of Calum tree fruit, and, always a Nath favorite, a generous portion of young Nanka flesh. I shall gather the fruit. Leaping into the lower branches of these forest giants should present little challenge to me.
Then I shall collect the nectar with Master Alpnode's arcane assistance.
And that leaves you to bring home the meat. You'll need to carve it from the smaller Nankas that live in the rivers. 3 big hunks should be enough. I reckon. Once you've got everything together, you'll need to set it down at what we call the trading post. Here, I'll mark the spot on your map for you. You have been most kind, Master Master. Well then, let us attend to our respective tasks and reconvene at the trading post. I need hardly add that the last one there is a rotten Nanka egg. It's a rotten Nanka egg. Alright. We're heading north along the river. Let's bring Squirms up so he can wet his feet a bit. So right now we are in what is called the Chocobo Forest of the Dravanian Forelands. I like this zone. It's a pretty zone. The downside to this zone, though, is it's hard to traverse the northern part and eastern parts of it because of all of the ledges. But when you get to fly, that really doesn't become that really removes that problem. Gotta kill the smaller Nankas? Alright, you got it. The big one's gonna aggro anyway, so. Little Nankas are being defeated finally. Hey, there's Dextra. Dextera? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Yeah, we got Nanka flesh. That's two of them. Now we just need one more. There's two sitting right there, but maybe we can get this one off to the, okay. There. I got it. Okay. Let's head up and meet with the others at the trading post. 719 yalms to the west. Toonlong, hello! What have you been up to? We haven't seen you for a little while now. Here's the three of them. Just give me a moment here. We'll share screens again. Alright, we'll talk to Estinian first. When I set out to master the Dragoon's jump, 'twas not to strike fear into the hearts of high-hanging fruit.
Master Elfinid possesses a rare talent for the arcane arts. Should he continue to apply himself to their study, he will become a formidable mage in time. Please, an arcanist.
I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the land traps, though I would not have known how to harvest it without Isil's help. Do you have the Nanka meat? Nanka flesh, the tender tail meat of an underdeveloped Ninki Nanka. Been dog and house sitting all week? I can see why it would feel like a drag. Splendid. I shall put this with Estinian's fruit and assemble a suitably generous-looking hamper for the Nath. The non-mind. Alphanode is eager to make contact with the Nath. Well, everything appears to be in order. Assuming no one has any objections to my choice of presentation, I shall place our offerings at the trading posts as instructed. Were I of the Nath, I would think I would be suitably impressed. Yay! I got to hear my sound. Thank you very much for the host, Keo. I appreciate it. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have sounded a signal or some such? Calm yourself, Master Alphanerd. Our offering has not gone unnoticed.
Long has it been since hunters last came to the trade, bearing gifts that filled the air with delightful scents. Raindrop nectar, Caleb tree fruit, and Nanko flesh. What delectable foods you have brought for us. Our meager existence is much enriched by your bounty. Come, hunters, come to our hide if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid intense keeps the dragons at bay. Cramped, stifling, and horribly smelly. But better to live in stench than to be cracked and crunched by dragon jaws, yes? Come, come, it is not far.
Well, that's, inviting of them. How was your night going, Keo? Always good to see you. Toonlok, do you have any plans for this weekend? Can those truly be Nath? Were it not for their appearance, I would think them wholly unrelated to the savage creatures that attacked us on the road. Strangely friendly, are they not? Or mayhap just strange. And a sail.
These Naths seem harmless enough, almost jovial even. I would prefer, however, that we conclude our business with them as soon as possible.
I agree, Sail. The Still Student. Yeah, I haven't watched that movie. I honestly don't know, like, if it's a movie I'd be interested in seeing. Are you house and dog sitting for someone else or for your family? Because house sitting can actually be a good job if you get into someone who will actually sell it. Here we are. This is the Nath Village, everyone. It's pretty good. All right, P-Mate, you get to voice the Vath storyteller.
Your presence has been announced to the storyteller. You must speak to our chosen leader in words, for we are Vath. We are the non-mind.
All right, here's the storyteller.
Looking through our hive, hunters, you have brought delicacies much sought after by our people, and we are much pleased. What would you have in return?
Honored Elder, pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home, and for accepting our humble offerings. My companions and I are come in search of knowledge, specifically, knowledge of your people's god.
Knowledge alone? What strange hunters you are. But if it is words you desire, then words you shall have. We are the Vath, the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. You will hear the tale of the Nath's god, of the god of the one mind summoned into our midst. The one mind, these are the Nath who reside in the main colony. Yes, they are one connected. But let us begin the story at its beginning. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the east, bleeding and weak. It fell from the sky and into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren. And with spear and spell and musket the dragon was slain.
'Twas likely one that had fled battle with my kinsmen. I should commend you for finishing the job.
Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The one mind will always cower when their winged shadows passed over the ground, but no longer. They had thought that a battle-weary Travanian was easy prey. Thus did the Overmind decide to heed the words of the black-robed men. The One Mind would call forth our god and unleash his blades upon the dragons. Travanian lands would become Nathlands, and ever larger would grow our domain. But our god ever hungers. The price he demands in crystals far exceeds the rewards for this war. We of the Wrath despise and revile his insatiable existence.
Alright, what do we want here? I don't think any of these are decent for me, so let's go with dexterity. Alright.
We are the non-mind, the whispers of thought. Our groans silent, and with our voices aloud we must speak. Of necessity, then, was the storyteller chosen.
Okay. Oh, let's sail. Let's talk to Alphinaud first. The beasters have ever summoned their gods out of necessity. That the Nath should do so out of mere covetousness sets a worrying precedence. Even a wounded dragon is a dangerous opponent. These Ant-Men did well to overpower one. Estelle seems troubled by the Nath's war of expansion.
I call upon the power of a primal for the greater good, conscious of all the while that I do so at grave cost to the land. I reason that it is a necessary evil, and willingly shoulder the burden of my sin. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much, but you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgressions. Not so the Nav. They summon their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion.
To a scion of the Seventh Dawn, one sworn to eliminate the primal threat, the distinction you draw seems questionable at best, but the fact remains that my own grandfather risked unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your actions, I at least understand them. Not so the Nath, as you so rightly put it. If they truly seek naught but territorial gain, I can only conclude that they are ignorant to the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. The longer the primal is suffered to exist, the greater the suffering it will cause. It must be destroyed. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Alphinaud, a being of whom we know not. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the warrior of light to her death? No, You're right. You have the right of it, Estinian. It would seem it is I who am guilty of presuming too much. Pray forgive me, Miro. I do not fear my duty. I am Miro.
Wait, Miro need not face this foe alone. Like her, I am blessed with the Echo's protection. Need to battle without fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden.
Huh! Do you truly imagine yourself a second warrior of light? Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters. We know not where this god resides or how to challenge it, unless you mean to pray until it appears. Estinian makes a valid point. Let us speak with the Vath and learn how best to secure an audience with their deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. How's DQ9 been? Excellent question, Toonlock. I've only played Dragon Quest IX once in my tenure of Dragon Quest fandom, and I really enjoyed it. This time through, I have a better understanding of how the systems work, so I'm having a lot easier time with it, and it's fantastic because I'm playing it in a way I didn't play it last time. Last time I just kind of played with what I thought was best. This time I'm doing it completely random through dice roll, as you know how I play the other games. So I've gotten to experience some things I never would have tried normally. Let's talk to Sibleroy.
We are Vath. We are non-mind. We do not fear the one-mind thoughts. We cannot protect their will.
Alright. Hey, Fleetfoot.
What this idea from your minds, generous hunters? If you meet with our god, then he will have your souls. Surely you're not so generous as that.
And the storyteller. That was you back.
Sorry, I forgot that's me. You wish to meet our god? Offer yourself as a sacrifice, and you'll soon be brought before him. You would mourn the loss of such generous hunters, however.
Speaking of Dragon Quest, though, I greatly enjoy them and such. And my video of me fighting the major secret boss from 8 has garnered 80 views in the last 28 days, which is fantastic compared to all my other videos. But I also feel awful for that because I did so terribly. So now I've been training my Dragon Quest 8 characters to actually fight him and beat him in under 20 rounds. Anyway, here's a voracious Vath.
You are generous hunters, yes? Many gifts you have brought, but not enough for all Vath to enjoy. Maybe you could bring us just one more? We are very fond of Nanka flesh. Yes, the meat of a young Nanka would be a fine repast.
For what? You didn't even fucking do anything. You want me to... I actually have to go out and get... Oh, you fucker. Dirty bastard. I forget, Toonlock, was Dragon Quest IX one of the ones that you played? I think you were one of the ones that did play it, but I'm not 100% certain. I got a lot of people who talk to me about Dragon Quest. And I'm so happy my sounds work for my new follower notifications. Or at least the host one did. You gotta help me with creating some custom emotes for Hitbox. We're gonna need a Jub, a Slime, and potentially others. One of just Miro's face. Oh, I didn't target it for some reason. That's weird. Anywho. Kyo! If you're still around there, I assume you are, but are you a fan of the Final Fantasy series? Have you played any of them, or have you played Final Fantasy 14? That's the important question. That's the game we're playing now, so might as well talk about that one. It's also the only Final Fantasy Wintrigue has played, though I think, she can correct me if I'm wrong, she's considering streaming some of them herself. Alright. Talk to Alphanode. The Vath tell me the tribe is not accustomed to giving each individual a name. It seems they only grasped the concept after they began trading with the hunters. And what has that got to do with their primal or their faith, Master Alphanode? Let us glean the information we require and be done with this place. Share screens. Alright, Pac-Man, and we're gonna talk to Issael.
For once, I am in agreement with the Dragoon. Speaking with these business and exercising frustration.
Oh, they're not that bad. They're just voracious and... yeah.
We Vath do enjoy our Nanka flesh. Have you been out hunting yet? Another gift for the Vath? So unexpected. Yes. You will have more of the words you Shage Hunters hunger for. Listen now. The senses of the One Mind are enmeshed by the Overmind. What one sees, all see. What one feels, all feel. Alert a single Nath and the whole hive is alerted. To reach our god undetected is all but impossible.
The Vath are wont to allude to certain concepts without explanation, but I believe I am beginning to grasp a few of the fundamentals. From what I understand, the king-like Overmind sits at the center of Nath society, and its presence somehow allows its subjects to communicate without need of word or gesture. These Nath, the ones who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind, and it was by their combined will that the Primal was summoned. Those who reside in the smaller hive, however, are the Vath, or non-mind, for reasons that yet escape me, seems to have been excluded from the telepathic bond which connects their Nath counterparts. Thus are the Vath ignorant of the One Mind's thoughts and intentions, and of the nature of their own god. In summary, we have wasted our time.
Not so, perilous though it may be. The Vath did furnish us with one certain method of approaching the primal as sacrifices. Should we allow ourselves to be captured in the environs of the colony, the Nath will bring us before the deity to make an offering of our souls.
Excellent. Breaking into hives. Alphana wishes to review Issael's plan for infiltrating the Nath hive. Forgive me, but let us be clear about what it is that you propose. You mean to say that you would deliberately provoke the Nath, surrender yourself into what might generously be termed their custody, and then wait until their god arrives to claim your soul?
That fairly well describes my plan. Well, you will join me in this endeavor, will you not, Miro? Judging by the great risks you took to prevent the summoning of Saint Shiva, you are not a woman to err on the side of caution.
Would that I could fight at your side, Warrior of Light. But the power of the dragon is no protection against primal influence. Forgive me, but I must remain here with Master Elfined. It's you.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, yeah. Then it is settled. Miro, you and I shall challenge the guards at the entrance to the colony. Once the hive is roused, we shall feign a brief show of resistance, and then allow them to take us prisoner.
Alright, what we're gonna do here? Justinian's words stung me more than I care to admit. It would seem I have begun to take your victories for granted. Do be cautious, my friend. I would be curious to test my lance against a beast tribe's god, but I cannot risk falling under its sway. Tell me of the battle upon your return, Warrior of Light. Okay. So before we continue, it's gonna be prudent for me to stop my recording here.